Hello, this is Mw3, also known as Silent Shot, and I have my sock over my mic again because someone said it actually improved the quality of my mic, so I do have a sock over it. But anyways, this is somewhat of a special gameplay because one, this is my last Modern Warfare 3 gameplay on my computer. I probably won't get any more until Black Ops 2. And second of all, there's a clip in here that I'm going to be using in a Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 episode slash montage that will be going on my channel, not the team channel, because I can't seem to get any editors that are up to standards for the team channel. So I'm just going to get a friend of mine to edit it for me just for my channel. So there will be a clip in here, and if you can find it and point it out, I'll give you a pat on the back. But anyways, since this is Monday, this is Don't You Just Hate episode 7. And I have a lot, so I don't know if I'll get through all of them. And if I don't, I'll just use them on for not next week, but the week after. So let's get right into this. Don't you just hate when you take a poop and you think you're done, but then you have to go sit back down and finish your poop? So this has happened to me often. I usually, when I go to the bathroom, I take my poop, and I'm like, oh, that feels good. I feel relieved. I don't feel bloated. And then right when I get up, put my pants back on, walk out the door, and then it's like, uh-oh. This feeling's coming back again. So then I have to walk back in the bathroom, take off my pants, and then take another poop. And it's kind of an awkward feeling, especially if like someone sees you walk out of the bathroom, then they see you walk back in there, and you like shut the door, and they're like, I don't hear pissing noise. What is that kid doing? And anyways, what are you else supposed to do besides wipe your butt a second time? That's just really awkward. Tell me if that's ever happened to you, but I just hate, because that's happened to me a couple times. Like, I decide I have to take a poop, and then I take my poop, and then I need to take a shower. So I take a shower. I'm in there for about like 5 minutes. I got my whole body wet, and then I'm like, oh no. So I have to take a poop again, and then I have to dry off, and then go take a poop, and then take a shower again. Okay, that's kind of confusing, but don't you just hate procrastination? Yes, oh my god. I had to yesterday write 3 papers, one single page. 2 of them were 3 pages long. And one of them I had to do a health paper, and I did a health paper last year, so I had it saved on my computer, so I did that. And then I waited pretty much all day to do my 1-page paper, which took me about 15 minutes, but I wasted about 3 hours not doing anything. And then after I did that, I had to write another paper, 3-page paper from scratch, which took about an hour to do. And overall this time period, I probably could have got all 3 papers done because I had 1 paper already saved in about probably 2 hours, but it took me about 6 because I did absolutely nothing during the time when I could have done it, because I always procrastinate, and I tell myself not to, and I tell people not to, but it's so hard. I didn't even bother playing PS3 yesterday. That's how much I procrastinated. But anyways, let's get on to the next one. Don't you just hate when you hit your funny bone? Yes, your funny bone is not funny when you hit. Every time I hit my funny bone, my arm vibrates, and it's really annoying, and it hurts. It's not really funny if you think about it. It's funny when it happens to someone else. So, like, say your friend hits his funny bone, he's like, oh, wow. And, that's kind of funny and painful. And I'm doing this commentary one tank because I'm in a rush today, and I wanted to get this out so my lovely subscribers can watch. But yeah, hitting your funny bone is not funny at all. It actually hurts. It vibrates like your phone's going off, and yeah, I really hate that. Don't you just hate when you're in the lunch line and someone cuts you? I really don't have this problem at school because I'm a senior, and most underclassmen don't cut seniors unless you know them or you let them in. But when I was a freshman, every Friday we had Domino's Pizza for lunch, and a lot of people like it, and it's very popular. And most of the time, the seniors would just cut in line right in front of you. You couldn't really say anything because they're bigger and scarier than you, and they have beards and you don't. Even though I find it funny because we're not allowed to have beards at our school. And one, I can't grow a beard, and there's probably freshmen that have more facial hair than me. And it's kind of disappointing, but then at the end, I'm like, what up? I'm a senior. And another funny freshman story is I was walking in the hallway, and I had to open the door. I didn't see the kid, and I smashed a freshman right in the mouth with the door. And I was just like, my bad. Like, I wasn't like freaking out because I hit him in the mouth and he was going to do something. I was just like, whoops, I'm sorry. And then the kid behind me, he was like, I really hated that kid. Thank God you smashed him in the mouth. I was like, I didn't do that on purpose. Okay, so yeah, I really don't get people cutting me in line because I'm a senior, but as a freshman, yeah, I hate it when people cut me in line because you can't say much unless you're like bigger than them, and then you could be like, yo, step out of the line, we can talk with our fist, even though no one really does that anymore. Okay, let's get into the next one. Don't you just hate when you're out of toilet paper? Again, all these bathroom questions are so lovely because, yes, I always hate when you're out of toilet paper. It's like that awkward moment. So say you're going to the bathroom and you take a poo-poo, and There's no more toilet paper. There's options. Maybe there's tissues in the bathroom. You can use tissues. Maybe there's like not toilet paper because you're out of it, but maybe there's like I don't know how to really go. You know those paper that you use to like wipe down counter surfaces. I can't. I don't even know what it's called. Yeah, but you could use that to wipe your butt. Also, a thing you could do if your bathroom has a shower, you could just take a shower and wipe your butt in the shower, so it's not as nasty. So if you do around that, tip 101, please take a shower if you have no toilet paper or just what's that paper? I can't even think of the paper. Some kind of paper majigababa that you can use to wipe down surfaces. You could use that for your buttocks, but it'd probably hurt and make it itchy and red. So highly suggest you don't do that. Okay, next one. Don't you just hate when you turn in your assignment and your teacher loses it and says you didn't turn it in? This really doesn't happen often, but when it does, it's really frustrating because you're like, I turned this assignment in, and wait one sec, here's the sniper clip, baby. Wonder if you stayed this far, but yeah, this clip was so nice looking. Yeah, look at that quad feed. But let's get back to the question. Sorry, I had to cut off my mic, so my voice sounds different. I'm truly sorry. I am kind of sick. My throat hurts, so my commentary, in some parts might sound really good and really bad. But anyways, let's get back to the question. As I was saying, most of the time teachers don't lose the assignments, and when they do, they just accuse you of not handing it in. It's kind of like, lady or mister, are you retarded? I handed this in. I should just take a picture or a video of me handing this in to you so you don't forget. And when you lose it, it's kind of the worst feeling ever, especially if you typed the paper, you didn't save it, and you hand it in. They're like, lose it. Oh, just print it back out. Are you serious? Are you serious? I didn't save it. So, one, that's your own fault. And, two, teacher, how can you lose a piece of paper? Talking about that, my teacher got robbed and she lost all her papers, which I really don't care about because their papers and all our grades are already accounted for. But anyways, let's go on to the next one. Maybe I could get all these done with because I'm just like blowing through these things. The next one is, don't you just hate when no one is on? So I'm talking about video games, PS3, Xbox. I especially hate that, especially when you want to play Call of Duty, because many people play the multiplayer after they beat single player. And the worst feeling is when you get on, you want to talk to a buddy of yours online, and then he's not on, or anyone's on. And it's kind of just like, oh my god, someone please get on. Why isn't anyone getting on? And it's like, it kind of takes all your motivation out of playing Call of Duty. It's like when watching a montage, you're like, oh my god, I want to do that so bad. So you hop on Call of Duty, you try to get clips for about 2 hours, and then you're like, oh, let's face it, I can't get clips, I suck. And then you go back to watch Call of Duty, you're like, oh my god, I can do it. So you get back on Call of Duty, try to get clips, you can't, and then you suck. And the process goes like that. So the next one is, don't you just hate when you have an itchy butt? I have a lot to, my butt doesn't really itch often, but when it does itch, I scratch it anywhere in public, at church, every place in the world, I will scratch my butt. I also scratch my groin and my balls, because, that's a man's job. My dad doesn't care. My mom gets mad when I scratch my balls at the dinner table. And my mom goes, what are you doing? I go, scratching my balls. And she's like, oh my god, don't say that. And I was like, well, you wanted to know, so I'm scratching my balls. And I just want to wrap it up at that. The gameplay is pretty much over. And hopefully you enjoyed this episode. And if you want some more, leave some more Don't You Just Hate, and I will answer those in the next episode. So other than that, this has been Silent Shot and Mw3, also known. That's about it. This is my last Call of Duty gameplay. Hopefully you enjoyed it. There's like a bonus, a clip within a gameplay, within a commentary. Oh my god, zoink. But a Modern Warfare 3 montage will be out from me, and I will see everyone later.